I don't know. Can you check it? If it is a good.
Oh no, I'm good.
Huh? Thank you.
Thank you.
So, okay, before I start, I would like to introduce myself a bit more. So, I'm first year PhD student here. Do you know PhD program, right? After undergrad degree, you do masters and PhD, which both programs are called graduate degrees. And this is my first year. I'm also a foreigner. I'm originally from Macedonia, Kosovo. I grew up in Turkey. And I grew up in a city in Turkey, which is almost every year is third most visited city in the world, international after Paris and New York. So I exposed to the tourism a lot over there. And so I did my master's at the University of Florida before coming here, and I just moved here in August. So I started my PhD, and I'm doing the guest lecturing as a part of pedagogy courses that I'm taking. So, anyone would like to ask me anything before I started? So you're all like juniors, or anyone taking this course from out of this college? Everyone's from this college, right? Okay. So, okay, today's topic is golf-based resorts, and I just want you to please imagine and think that you are a golf resort manager or part of the operating team while listening to the lecture. And I'm skipping the learning objectives. The content we will talk about golf resorts, golfers, market segment, golfer-related spendings, popular destinations for golfers, and operating characteristics, selection criteria of golfers, and source of information for their, again, destination choices, revenue and expenses for golf resorts, and some issues golf resorts face with mostly financial and environmental, and their solutions, tournaments and events, golf cart fleet, and career opportunities. So the golf resorts are like other resorts. They have full lodging services, plus they also provide access to a golf course. And typically they offer golf packages, and I would like to show a few, maybe that one, that the video. This company has a couple of destinations that you can just look at it. information, with more idea about golf resorts. And the golfers, the definition of adult golfers are those who are 18 years old or older and who have at least played golf once during the past year. And I would like to ask you just what do you think, how many golfers in the world there is? Do you have any guess? Would you like to make a guess? Any of you? No? I would say 10 million. What do you think? Do you think it's more than 10? More?
More.
How much more?
20.
20? I think you would like to say something. Maybe more or less? 15 or 50? 50. You want to increase or you want to keep it?
I'm good, yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? No? So, some studies say that the international golf market is 57 million people, which is like at least they play once in the past year. So, all those countries, like there are 3 countries that have more golfer than any other. And I would like to ask again, like, do you have any guess which would be those 3 countries? Or if you, actually, I would like you to make a guess with the person next to you, and I will ask you, like, again, you can give your guess to the person next to you or someone close to you. I will ask you.
America, England, and China.
America, England, and China. She disagreed. What's your answer? You said no. What is no? China no? Or
No.
no answer? There is no country with no.
I'm pretty sure about that.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure about that.
Okay. You wanna make another guess?
Yeah, we were saying America.
Okay.
And then kind of like the UK as a whole.
Uh-huh.
And we didn't have third.
Third. Anyone?
Korea, like South Korea.
South Korea?
Yeah, that's
Okay. No? Anyone else? So like, yeah, the United States, I wanna tell you the other 2. Japan and Canada, but like United States is overwhelmingly like almost half of the golf players from United States, and almost a quarter in Japan, and slightly more than 10% in Canada, and just under 10% in Europe. And market segments, there's a umbrella organization which is called the National Golf Foundation, also which is located in Florida. It's not really like certain things, but like they made a classification, segmentation about golfers. They say there are 7 types: core, senior, women, juniors, highly skilled golfers, players, private club members, high spending golfing households. And actually, I would like to show you this organization. Who they are. It's such a short video. I think their manager's talking about.
Corporate relationship with the NGF is one thing, but the NGF's engagement of golfers in really every facet of the game and companies involved in the game is incredibly important to just try to go on our own like pioneers across America without the statistics and facts of golf courses, golf rounds, all the information that's provided by the NGF, at least for us selfishly, we'd be lost without it.
To the best of my knowledge, it's perhaps the only organization within the golf industry that represents the full facets of the industry.
The NGF really gave us an understanding of the industry, how many women were playing the game, how many minorities were playing the game, how many people were playing the game.
It's really critical and really important that there is a central organization that understands all the facets of the game.
Our remit is the overall game to foster the growth and vitality of the game and business of golf. We're the only organization that is a home for anybody who makes their living in golf.
Going back to our slides, and you can define some of them, the core golfers who play at least 8 rounds of golf a year, and there are nearly 12.5 million adult core golfers in the States, and about 5 times as male core golfers as female, and occasional golfers, they play less than 8 rounds in a year, and 15 million adults are occasional golfers, and seniors are who are golf players and 50 and above years old, and avid golfers play more than 55 rounds a year, and which is smallest segment, but they do highest spending, golf-related spending, almost 63% of all golf-related spendings occur by them. And like golf is known like as an old people sports, but actually the statistics shows that the more than 45% of golfers are between the age of 19 and 39. I know probably the last class you talked about golf resorts, right? So did you ask them if any of them play before, or did you play before? Like when and how many times? Just once?
Yeah, probably like once or twice a year.
Oh, you played. So who encouraged you? Like your?
I guess my friends play more.
You said you went to Cuba
Oh no,
during the spring break. Where did you go? You said?
I went to Key West.
Key West. So it was the same friends that encouraged you?
Yeah.
That's cool. Anyone else? Or any family members? Like, not really. Okay, it doesn't look like us, but I mean, we are not here, to encourage each other to play golf. But we can work for those resorts. That's our goal. So my question. So we defined some of them like core golfers, occasional golfers, seniors, avid golfers. I just want you to think that if you were a golf resort manager, which type of golfers would you like to target and why? Like maybe you can again discuss with your neighbor, person close to you. Like those are the definitions. Look at the numbers, and I mean there's no right answer. Like it's your own decision. I just would like to hear people thoughts. Yeah, I'm gonna give like 30 seconds, and then I would like to hear if you want to share it with all of us.
Just wondering, do you forget less of it because it says 63% of golf.
Is it working?
I guess so. Yeah. It's working.
We don't need to record everything, but just.
You look great.
Anyone? who is willing to.
The avid golfers,
I would.
yeah,
Why?
repeat business,
Yeah, what?
repeat business.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds decent.
Go after the like kids.
Kids.
Yeah, get them both, turn them into avid golfers, and you got them for a lot longer.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So anyone else targeting another segment? Yeah, like reasonably, because they spend more. It's reasonable to choose them as a target market. But in the same time, the risk. What will be the risk? But the number is smaller than others. Like let's say the core golfers is a huge number, almost 12.5 million. So I mean the risk is so they're individuals. So one individual decide not to play or not to choose your destination, so you kind of lose big portion. But if you target like four golfers, so they don't do golf a lot. So if one individual decides choose the other destination, so you don't lose that much. This is the maybe the advantage of choosing the core golfers or occasional golfers over avid golfers. But definitely like choosing avid golfers as a target market is the more reasonable. And as you said, including kids would be a good idea. So the golf related spendings, see the number like 26 billion a year on golf spent in the United States. It's such a huge market, and the majority of spendings going to accommodation, transportation, food and beverage sectors. And popular destination for golfers. So we talk about the countries that have the highest number of golfers, and of course those people choose some destinations in their own countries, but they also choose some other destinations abroad. And I'm gonna show the list of destinations as countries, and then in the States. And I would like to ask again, what do you think? Which countries would be a hotspot for golfers in the world? Again, there is no wrong answer or anything. You can share with your neighbor again, and then you can share with us if you have any guess. Like imagine that this is, the golf is outside sport, so your guess.
For countries, we said like one of them is likely the United States, and another one maybe like Scotland.
Yeah, I heard that you were also talking about
Yeah,
Scotland.
Ireland, Scotland, both of them.
Ireland and Scotland. Any other? Do you have a guess? No. Okay, I'm gonna show the list. Spain is on the top, and Portugal, and UK, Ireland, and US, and Turkey coming after that. Anyone been to those countries before? Any? I mean, besides United States. Not for goals, just other purposes. Okay. So the situation in the US, the states are like there's two regions. The one is called Sunbelt, the other one is Frost Belt. Again, this name is given by the the umbrella organization, the National Golf Foundation, located in Florida, and their differentiation is based on the length of the operating season. The Sun Belt covers the 60% of all golf courses in the states, and they are open all year round. And Frost Belt, which covers the 40% of all golf courses in the states, and the difference between Sun Belt and Frost Belt is they shut down during the winter because of the weather. And another question was again, it's a guess, so there's no point. What's the most popular mode of golfing, you think? April? Why?
Masters, or well, there's a lot of tournaments.
Tournaments? I thought you were going to tell because April is when the month that you were born. April? I would like to hear more. What's your guess?
June.
Is it June?
Yeah, same thing. So.
Same?
Yeah.
What's yours? August? You just guess. I want to hear your guess too.
I'll say October.
October? Yeah. Oktoberfest?
May.
May? I want to make it longer, but there's no right answer yet. Okay, one more chance. Who's gonna give the last shot?
March.
March? No. Okay, I'm gonna tell you now. It's September. It's September. But it may change in the future, so we don't know. So the problem with golf industry or the golf the business is the core golfers is declining, and Canada has the highest participation rate in the world, even more than double that in the US. I'll tell you what it means. And for the industry, the major challenge is to turn occasional golfers into core golfers. So another question again, the US has the highest number of golfers, but Canada has highest participation rate. What does it say about the type of golfers in these two countries? So which one has occasional, which one has avid? Or any? Remember that like the half of the golfers in the world in the States are the highest participation in Canada, which means that they have less numbers, but like each individual participate, they play golf more often. So Canada has more occasional or core golfers, or what do you think? Not really. So okay, just remember the definition of avid. They play more than 25 times in a year, so which means that they participate more often. So the Canada has avid type of golfers, the United States have occasional or core golfers. And remember again, I think Canada makes more business, more profit, because all expenditures come from those groups, like avid golfers, they spend more. So Canada makes more business over the golfing. But it doesn't mean that having a high number doesn't mean that you are doing a good business like United States. And some operating characteristics. There are over 3,100 real estate-related golf facilities in the world and over 1,150 golf resorts in the United States. And we see that California has the highest number, and Florida follows it. And Michigan, interestingly, which is a really cold place, but they have a really high number of facilities. And we are in South Carolina, so South Carolina is also in the list. Anyone is from South Carolina? Or you're from here? Anyone from UT? And North Carolina? Okay. That's good. The selection criteria, the studies show that the destination experience is more important than golf itself. And there's one study asking the golfers what things more important for them to choose a destination. And the weather and climate was the top answer. And then quality of golf courses in area, overall price, number of golf courses in area, location, past experience, and so on and so forth. My question is, okay, by now I asked you, imagine that you're a golf resort manager. This time imagine that you're a golfer, which helps also as a golf manager, that you can understand golfers. And tell me the selection criteria you will take into account to choose the destination for yourself. So which would be more important for you? 3 of them. You can discuss with your neighbor and then share with us later.
Other attractions too.
Hey, what would you like to share?
I would say like price, then weather, and then like other attractions.
Oh, okay.
Scenery.
What is it?
Scenery.
Scenery? Okay. Anyone could pick one of the criteria is in the bottom of the list, but you put it on the top, like, I don't know, golf schools, spa, shopping area. Okay, let's move on. The source of information. So again, we are still talking about the decision-making process of golfers to choose a destination. Word of mouth. The studies show that word of mouth is an important source for them. Internet and golf magazines. The household income, when it is higher than, sorry for the typo, I should put one more zero there. The household income, when it is higher than $150,000, they have more tendency to look at the golf magazines to choose a destination. And internet is another thing which is interesting. Like when the age decrease, the internet, yes. Like when the age, it's interesting because the age decrease and the use of internet decrease too. So it's supposed to be the younger people use internet more to, to choose a destination, but study shows it's opposite. the older people use the internet more. People to choose destination for golfing. So again, I have another question. So as a golf resort manager, I don't know if it is the right way to ask, but like, if you were a golf manager and then you ask your guests, ask them, oh, what was the source of information that you chose us. So which one would you like to hear as an answer? Like, would you like to hear oh yeah, a friend of mine told me, or I Googled it and I did web searching, or I saw it in golf magazine. That's why I came here. I mean, there's no right answer again. I just want you to brainstorm and then why. We can discuss again with your neighbor and then share with us.
That's usually what would you like to hear from?
Okay. Answer?
We said word of mouth. It's like that means somebody thought you had a good golf course.
Mm-hmm.
It's like validation, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good point. Anyone else
We said word of mouth
as well? So, anyone pick any other option besides word of mouth? Not really. Yeah, you're right. But the other options are not bad too, because I mean, if you advertise your destination as a manager, and then if you pay for the advertisement in the golf magazine, which is also a good way to hear, and internet. Also, if they Google about golfing, you show up as one of the first websites or destinations, which is also good. But definitely word of mouth is the best because of the validation. Because some people experience something in our destination and they had a good experience, then they recommend it to other people. So the issues and solutions, as I mentioned earlier, number of golfers still declining a little bit, so it will be a bigger issue in future. And the other problem is water management, because they need to, there's grass, and the old courses covered by grass, so you need to water them, and so it's a problem because it takes so much money, resources, natural resources. So lately, to overcome this problem, they utilize water conservation technologies, and they heavily invest in irrigation systems, and they plant the drought-resistant grass, and also gray water for irrigation is popular lately, which is like non-industrial wastewater, including dishwashing, laundry, and shower water. And revenue and expenses of golf resorts. The most revenue comes from annual fees and green fees. Golf cart rentals is another source of income. The revenue for them, merchandise and annual dues and passes. The expenses of payroll is the largest expense category, and maintenance workers receive almost half of the payroll. And again, the cost of merchandise sold and food and beverage are the expenses for them. So the resorts have a couple of ways to increase profitability by developing tournaments and events. So there are 6 categories for doing this type of profitability increase. The first one is the business goal. The second one, hole-in-one contest, women-friendly tournaments, banquets, merchandise sales, and inventory control. So the business goal, which means the customer, one of them is customer appreciation events. So the resorts go to some companies, they invite them, I mean, they offer them to organize an event on their location and then invite their customers to play golf. And the second one, if they would like to introduce a product or sell something, they organize event at the resort. And employee outings, which is good for internal relationships in the company. Some companies organize some events, also playing golf during the event, and fundraising is another business goal type of tournament or event. The hole-in-one contest. Anyone heard about hole-in-one contest before? Are you familiar with this term? Not really. So there, or which is one type of the tournament or event the golf resorts organize. It's very common, popular, and it's not that difficult to organize for them. And so the other trend is women-friendly tournaments to increase the number, because we call it the golfing is very male-dominant sport. So to increase the number of women in golfing is one way of increasing profitability for golf resorts. The banquets, merchandise, and inventory. So again, the question: which of the 6 ways of increasing profitability of golf resort can be differentiated from others? Look at the 6 of them. One of them can be differentiated with the others. You can discuss with your neighbor again, and then share with us in what way. Like one is a bit different. Do you want to answer?
I said inventory control, because that's the only one where you're cutting back money, saving money instead of spending it. Wait,
what do you think?
I didn't say that right.
Yeah, you're
Well, we said inventory control as well.
For the same reason?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Like all others, like as a golf resort, you spend more and you organize something, but at the end you make more revenue. But in this inventory control, you just cut down the cost, expenditures. That's right. And I'm also talking about the golf cart fleet, because interestingly, it's a good source of income, because the golfers need to rent. It's not in the package. They sell, and the average golf cart fleet size is almost 70, and there are some issues, like as a manager, golf resort manager, you need to deal with you need to make some decisions. And inventory control is important, maintenance is important, risk management is important for golf cart fleet. But there are 2 other things that you need to make a decision. So leasing or buying, and electric or gas. And again, I would like to ask you, if you're a manager and I'm your boss, and then ask you okay, we need to buy more golf carts and What do you think? Would you like to buy or lease? Would you like to buy electric or gas? Can you discuss again for a short?
I would buy in the long run it's gonna save you money unless it's a lease. And then on my shopping is